Pay out the believers. And then run it back. I can't make gnocchi without the Loki bit. I think about it every time too, and gnocchi is like what's one of my favorite pastas. Here's our randomizer. Tainted Lost, Blue Baby. That's a tough one. I don't know where to stand on that one. Tainted Lost, of course, as we know, only gets good items. Blue Baby's not that hard, but it'll be tough. Is gnocchi a pasta? Well, here's the thing. You get it in the pasta aisle, so I would consider it a pasta. It's in the pasta phylum. I don't know if it's in the pasta genus. I had to think of which one was just ahead of species. Starring Natasha Henstridge. Holy cow. Dude, people will be like, better items, but I'm telling you, Attack Fly is pretty good. Maybe we shouldn't be using our orbital, but... Yes, Donkey Kong plays cool or fun games, sir. Domain, Kingdom, Phylum. Class, Order. Family, Genus, Species. 12th grade biology coming back to roost. I bet without looking at the character. Hey. Ooh, that's very nice of you. To turn me into one of the Three Stooges there. Nyek, 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 nyek. Hello, Cobalt. Hello. Come on, Ghost Pepper. See, Cobalt's a believer. Nyok, nyok, gnocchi, gnocchi, gnocchi. Nyok, 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 nyok. I'm happy to report, by the way, NL's cooking experience. I had some leftover fingerling potatoes, some leftover Brussels sprouts. Got a fillet, oh no, of salmon. That's pretty bad. Why was I testing him, man? Sliced the potatoes in half, stuck them in the air fryer. Turned out delicious. Brussels sprouts cut side down in a pan with hot oil in it. Came out nice and charred. Salmon, descale, score the skin a little bit. Salt, pepper. Skin gets crispy, flip it over. Little bit of maple syrup and soy sauce on top of it for a glaze. Turned out beautifully. And it sounds complicated. That meal front to back was like 25 minutes. We're going. We're going. Salt, pepper, ketchup, mayo on a roll. Yes, sir. I want it, but I don't want to fight for it yet. Only Orbital Edition incoming. HelloFresh could never. HelloFresh would have done some dumb shit. Like, they would have sent you some sap and then had you make your own syrup. And one of the salmon fillets that you got would have looked like Mike Wazowski. It would have been, like, kind of stout. And then the other one would have been long and thin, like an NBA center. I'll never forget. This was not HelloFresh. This is another meal delivery service. But it was like... They were making some kind of, like, Mexican food. And instead of sending a tortilla, or many tortillas, I guess, they sent corn flour. And then we're like, yeah, it's very simple. Just, like, mix it with water and then work it until it's, like, a bit of, like, a sloppy dough. And I was like, what do you think I subscribed to this service for? 8:30 p.m. on a Thursday night. Sorry, honey, I gotta make my own tortillas. Then everyone in chat, just say it. Go ahead and say it. It's easy to do it. Yeah, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to just get a meal out the door and then, whoo, it's my pepper. Whatever I wanna do. I do it all the time. Yeah, but it's different, like, if it's your choice versus, like, you know, I mean, admittedly, you choose the menu, but sometimes, you know, you're in a rush, you're doing it for convenience's sake, right? Then when you get well, I was at least. When you get a meal that's, like, super inconvenient, you're like, I'm just gonna cook it myself. And it's been so much better. Really was hoping for a holy card, but... Like, I have a chip on my shoulder about the people that were like, you know, you're a HelloFresh hater, you'll be back in 2 months. Or you'll just be ordering DoorDash all the time. And I'm like, man, you're crazy. Like, HelloFresh kind of... If it works for you, it works for you. For me, kind of stinky. Holy card. Holy card. Malf, that quote from the yearbook was so good. I have no memory of you ever talking to me about Mortal Kombat at all. But I guess, like, when you're signing someone's senior year high school yearbook, it's legitimately just like, please, 9 lives, please, 9 lives. It's not 9 lives, it's pretty good, though. Like, I legitimately, like, when you sign someone's yearbook in senior year, you just, like, the last conversation you had, you just go, hey, let me write something about this forever, and then sign it. Good luck at Waterloo, you know? I have a couple quotes in my yearbook that were, oh, right, we can't get 9 lives. My bad, my bad. That are just, like, literally quotes from, like, Lazy Sunday. You know, the Chronic What Calls of Narnia? I'm like, I was kind of like, I thought the video was funny, but, like, at the same time, you know, wasn't, like, an enormous part of my personality necessarily to be super into Lazy Sunday. This run has some potential, but a holy card would really hit the spot right now. Do you still have your yearbook? Yeah, I think my mom... At our family home, I think she has all my yearbooks. But genuinely, like, and this is not just, like, to protect my privacy, but, no holy card. Like, I was, like, a nobody in the yearbook, for sure. I don't even know if I got a superlative. Like, I don't think I was voted most likely to anything. Now, if you were voted most likely to save the world, you I mean, and you still are to this day. You're an activist. I don't mean that in a negative way. He was on the forefront of teenage meatlessness, ESG investing. Like, I think that's apt. The only story I really tell about our yearbook is how they had that superlative when we voted that was like moodiest, and then I remember asking, because I was very good friends with a girl who had a reputation for being a little bit up and down, holding a grudge, let's say, and I remember sheepishly being like, hey, who are you guys gonna vote for moodiest? And then everybody said her name, and I was like, yeah, I can't really deny that certainly seems to be the consensus choice. But then in the yearbook, they did not have it listed, which I think was a very smart choice. Why was that even a category? I'm telling you, it was a different time. We were watching Scary Movie. We were saying, that's what I call a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. It was different back then, man. There's a full-page spread of piercings and tattoos in our yearbook. This is from Malf, so we went to the same high school for anybody that is not in the know there. And it's just a non-stop spread of lower back tattoos. Dude, we went to school in a fashion wasteland. I mean, not just the geography, but also the era. It was all like, I apologize for using the term, but this is how you know what it is. It was tramp stamps and low-rise jeans with the thong poking out of the back of it. And then the hairstyle that girls had in the era where they had bangs, pulled super tight, like to the back of their head, and then like waterfall hair coming off the sides. That was the fashion at the time. Pre-scene. Pre the explosion of scene culture. I saw that hair in middle school like 4 months ago. Wait, are you in middle school? Or are you just a teacher? Chess coach? I don't, anyway, I'm not trying to say there's anything untowards. I'm just like... The only time I see middle schoolers is when I'm in the hotel pool and I have to splash them for having fun. Not owned? Owned? Not quite owned? Owned. There we go. Okay. Next floor, there's gonna be a holy card, man. It's all coming together. We are now a flamethrower, but I'm still a little scared. I should go back into those yearbooks, man. I know I said this before. I apologize because this guy was like always nice to me. But like before I deleted my Facebook, the guy from our high school who became like super conspiracy theorist, he was posting all this stuff about like flat earth, chemtrails, etc., and I'm like, buddy, I went to like science class with you in 10th grade. Like, come on. Like, who are you trying to fool? Like, you really want to be like, oh, I got it all figured out? I'm like, I'm pretty sure you got like a D+ in 10th grade science. All you got to do is show up. Please. Devil deal? Okay. But it doesn't add up. Buddy, he doesn't even know how to add. Well, he probably knows how to add. That's needlessly rude, but... Holy card, baby. Holy card. They never made me dissect anything in any class in school. See, that's the problem. That's how we got ourselves into this mess. Kids these days don't learn... Because they're trying to protect them, which is stupid. They don't learn relevant life skills like the anatomy of a fetal pig or like what happens when you cut open a frog's abdomen. And that's why kids these days are so woefully unprepared for the real world. It's like, you know how many times I'll just be like going about my daily business and then like urgently be like, oh, I gotta dissect a squid real quick and then find the ink sac? That's how we got ourselves into this damn mess, man. Not learning practical stuff like that anymore. Holy card! We only did, I think we did frog, rat, maybe? And then in university, we did a bunch. Like, I mean, too many to count. Well, it's probably like 8. But you can pretty easily count it, but I don't remember all of them. I remember we did some mollusks, some bivalves. Okay, no holy card on this floor, but I'm not sweating it. Yeah, I think we did eyeball too. It's pretty fucked up, man. If I die and my body gets donated to medical science, like... All I ask is they don't let me get dissected by, like, 10th graders. At least use it on, like, make me a medical cadaver for people in medical school. Because they might treat me with, like, the decorum that I desire. If they die, they're just gonna be, look at this baldy, whoa! Whoa, look at his Achilles tendon, it's so short! Oh my god! Jaden, look at this guy's Achilles tendon, it's so short! Jaden! Hey. Hey, got a second? Look at his Achilles tendon. Look at his one testicle is like normal size and then his other one is like a little tangerine. What's up with that? Holy card? Son of a... Speed up. What am I? Why would you hit that button? Wait, what? Oh, this guy doesn't know the lore. Okay, so like... When I was in high school, I had surgery on my scrotum to drain a benign sac of fluid from one of my testicles. Because one of them was a normal size, and then the other one, at the time, was... And I know you're gonna think it's exaggeration, but I promise you it's not. The other one was legitimately the size of a lemon. Like, my sack was only half wrinkly. I don't think it's like a common thing, but I do know... I met one other person in university that had the exact same thing. So I would imagine it probably happens to like maybe 2 in 100 men. And then the thing is, you gotta monitor it like for the rest of your life. It's not dangerous or anything like that, but it could come back. So I'm constantly 2-3 times a day. I'm like beating up my dick, going, "Did your balls grow lately?" I don't know. I was trying to pivot it into a joke about masturbation. I think we could be more elegant. So like 2-3 times a day, I'm examining my undercarriage. There you go. Something like that would work better. I too have hydrocele. Surgery was no help. That's a bummer, but like at least the worst part of having a hydrocele was like the 6 months where I was convinced I was gonna die of testicular cancer, and then as a teenager had to tell my mom, "Hey mom, one of my nuts is fucking enormous. Can we go to like the doctor?" And then the doctor shining a flashlight through my sack to see if it was clear. Like that sucked pretty bad. The rest of it was not really. I mean, you know, I had a little surgery. That recovery was slightly painful, but it wasn't like a catastrophe or anything. The worst part was definitely when I thought for sure I was gonna die. Give me Death's List here. Holy card, next floor. Guaranteed. It's hilarious in retrospect. It sucked at the time. Or I bet it sucked at the time. Honestly, I wouldn't even be like that dramatic. It really sucked when I thought I was gonna die. But as soon as I had, all the enemies are invisible. As soon as a doctor took a look at it and was like, "You're gonna be fine, you just might need surgery," then I was A-okay. I had a sense of humor about it. 20 years later, or I don't know, like 15 years later. What's the goal for this run? Sorry, I was just thinking about my nuts. The goal is Blue Baby as Tainted Lost. How did the conversation happen where you found out the other guy had a hydrocele? He was a housemate of a friend of mine, and people were like, I mean, you know, it's kind of awkward. They were like, "Yo, you're not gonna believe this, but names changed to protect the innocent. Let's just call him Jordan." They were like, "Jordan's not going to be home for like 3 days because he's got to go to the hospital to get, you know, a nut reduction surgery." And then I was like, "Oh, you know," I talked to him and I was like, "Oh, do you have a hydrocele?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I do. How'd you know?" And I was like, I'm part of the club. He's just like me, for real. Probably should have used my Chariot card, but yeah, let's just change his name. Let's say that his name was Michael Fox. We'll call him M. Fox. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're on Dank Depths 2. 20 coins! We should just use it probably, but... you know what? No, we can hold it and use it later. I can't believe... I'm just realizing we've already been to our shop. Never mind. This is going to change everything, man. Please. Please. Holy card. Mandelbaum. Mandelbaum. I will actually use my coins to fish for this, I think. If I have to. I prefer the luck. Great trinket, but I prefer the luck. Take your time. Hurry up. The choice is yours. Don't be late. As a friend. As a friend. As a known enemy. The choice is yours, Jigsaw. You thought it was funny to be tainted lost. Your luck is too high. You'll only roll trinkets or nothing. Is that the science of that? Or is that a doubter parlance? Wrong, no, no, lies, lies, doubter parlance. Okay. Luck doesn't affect slot machines. This isn't a slot machine. Gambling stream, by the way, don't gamble unless you're an idiot. Check it out. We're gonna win the game right here. Get ready for this dopamine hit. Just one more juice. Just tease me. Just tease me. Just one more tease and I'm out. Juice me. Juice me, you juicy Lucy. Juice me. One more tease and I'm out. I'm out of one more tease. You know what? I'm gonna leave. Just one more tease. You sussy baka. Please. Please. I put like 50 cents into this thing, man. I mean, I did get one of the best trinkets in the game, but I can't use it because I got the other best trinket in the game. Sacrificing 2 boss items to get nothing. Yeah, it hurts. Those HP upgrades really would have helped me out, I think. NL watches slots. I don't make it appointment viewing, but, you know, at night, many of the streamers whom I follow are not live. And Twitch says, hey, if you enjoy watching Jasky, you know what else you'd love to see is a man risk vaporizing $5,000 every 1.5 seconds. And I'm like, you know, I wish that Twitch was, they didn't know me that well, but they've got me completely, like, they've got me dead to rights. I'm like, absolutely. It's just so surreal to me. Irregardless, you know, my opinion on gambling in general, which is like, I don't do it, outside of the Isaac Casino at least. It's just so compelling to me to watch, you know, thousands of dollars get risked on, you know, not even 2 seconds sometimes, like a microsecond of spinning reels. I'm willing to do this. Haha, he said a word that doesn't exist. Copium, copium, the word doesn't exist. Sag, streamer's vocabulary. Pog, pog. Check this out. If that had a holy card, oh baby, if that had a holy card. Certainly like my least favorite type of room. Holy. I'm kind of like thinking that maybe it would make sense to get the Fool card and then go to Boss Rush. We're a little tight on time, but use your brain. We can definitely beat Mom in like 5 seconds. F? Hey, you know what? Not F. What games attracted you to Isaac in the first place? The honest to goodness truth is that I had never played anything roguelite-ish, I think, before Isaac. This is new to me. Yeah, so it was Super Meat Boy, really. They got me pegged here. Okay, I don't see a Tinted Skull, so I'm gonna say no to Boss Rush, and instead I'm gonna fish as hard as possible for a holy card from Skulls. Pick. That song's not about what you think it's about, Chad. It's not about a woman named Peg. It's about a guy who lets his girlfriend poke him in the butt. I know a lot of people aren't familiar with that kind of parlance, but I'm pretty worldly. Steely Dan was on the... They were on the forefront of that kind of experimentation. It was the 70s, after all. Temperance. We'll blow that up. Spirit Heart. You're a piece of crap. That's what you are. Crawl space. I hate that I'm now in the Giesling world of blowing up literally everything. We're not even like in that dangerous of a position. It's just that it could turn on a dime, right? Shiny rock. Hey, you know what? That's a good point, but I refuse for essentially no reason. Nah, Mantle was lost on the first floor against Famine, of all things. So we've gone through the entire rest of the game without the Holy Mantle effect. Which is a bit surprising, but we're still here. Hanged Man? It's not that good. Okay. Not even really fishing for the crawl space anymore. Just even a card. Even if it's not a holy card, just like a sign that someone up there's paying attention. You love to see it. Okay, give me the devil card because we already missed. We don't need the fool card right now. Fool for Curse Room. Okay, but what are we looking for out of the Curse Room? I'm baiting someone to say 9 lives. So that I can say, you know, 9 lives doesn't even work as the Lost. Consider yourself baited. Guppy's Paw. Come on, man. He looked into the camera. This floor is still scary. But hey, all we need is a holy card. Fantastic cards and where to find them. Like, I'm asking where to find them. What about Wooden Cross? I would probably drop Perfection for Wooden Cross now. Okay. I'm loving Perfection. Our static luck stat is pretty decent, though. Like, I think we're at 3. We wouldn't get the same kind of DPS, but to have literally, like, some form of invincibility, I think I'd be, like, super for it. A holy card changes everything, though, man. Gotta see second secret room. Saved. I'm even like I'm hoping Death's List is gonna pay out with that's regular secret room. I'm hoping Death's List is gonna pay out with like a holy card at some point, which is like the ultimate copium. When you were running, did you do keto or did you just eat normally? I had a pretty good diet when I was running, but it was not keto. 2 meals a day, I would just open up a bag of spring mix, and I would buy like pre-cooked grilled chicken, and just put the chicken and the spring mix in a bowl, some Italian salad dressing, and eat that. And I gotta be honest, there's days where I look back on that and I think to myself I could really go for a salad like that again. It was not that bad. I mean, this is kind of a weird, well, that's not keto, no, because then, like, you know, for one meal a day, I'd eat, like, you know, 2 bowls of white rice. But I feel like, and other things, but, I think, chicken is one of those things where sometimes, like, gross processed chicken is actually, it tastes better than the real thing. Not always, but sometimes, like, the Subway style, like, I don't know if they just sous vide it at a factory or something like that, but sometimes that, like, uniform tamagoyaki style chicken tastes better than, like, a sinewy grilled chicken breast. It's true, it happens. Thank God, thank God. I don't even know what I want you to give me here, man. That's fair, by the way. Like, that you were worried that I was gonna hit that red fire. It happens all the time. Or has happened all the time. Glitter bombs. You know what I'm thinking now, man. Okay, first off, let's just see what happens here. But I am not above placing... No, Krampus. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am not above placing 32 bombs down to try to get a holy card. Oh, you're right. We lost Ghost Pepper as a result of that. Or no, we didn't. Yeah, there you go. Rip Brimstone. Rip Ghost Pepper. How about rip you? Well, not really. That would be a little much. It's not as effective. Source, dude, just trust me. Okay, I've decided I'm not actually going to do this. It's too much. Yeah, it seems to work kind of similarly and be good. That's Isaac's tomb. Spawn an old chest at the start of every floor. Can contain soul hearts, trinkets, or items from angel rooms or mom or dad themed. Well, we're now our final item for the game is salvation. When we get salvation, we will have Dead God. Salvation shows up via angel rooms. You gotta, man. That's not it. You know what? See you later. You gotta try, though. I saw myself getting telefragged there and made an executive decision. This room, I don't know why this room scares me so much, man. I've done it like 1,000 times. If you didn't require me to not take damage there, I wouldn't take damage. But if you need me to not take damage there, I'm getting hit 10 out of 10 times. Please. I've done what you've asked of me on this run. Give me my holy card. Not only do I not have protection on this run, I have not, or on this, at present, I haven't had protection phrasing. I haven't had the Holy Mantle effect for the entire run past the first floor. It's a little absurd. Please. It's really good. I would rather use it to get through the cathedral but it's still really good. We could go into the curse room, but I'm a big believer in the cathedral play. I mean, we're gonna get so much, and this is wishful thinking, but we're gonna get so much F you. We're gonna get so many chests on the chest. The hitbox. That I think it's worth trying to play that out. Does the slot machine ever pay out with cards? No, right? Yeah, I thought not. I suppose it could pay out with chests that pay out with cards or something. Only fortune tellers. Yeah, I'm not a believer in that necessarily. Like, I'm talking about in a realistic use case, not in like a, you know, 1 in 100 chance. Please. Go back for keys? Lazy? Ignorant, insubordinate, and churlish. What do you got, 19 houses? Good, good, good. This would be still a very good time to get a deal. That's fine. We're going up. Stop giving me this chicanery, okay? Do hush. Open. Don't talk to me. You know, the weird part of my brain. Nice cheeky little tried to kill us instantly. The cheeky part of my brain is like there is a world where doing the hush is the right play. Because it gives us another shop, but alas, not right now. Oh no, Curse of the Blind. Wow, thanks Isaac's Tomb. Angry Fly. Beelzebub. Best Friend, no big deal. Pisces, okay, good. Tough Love, it's extraordinarily good, but not what I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for defense items. I'm looking for anything that can, like, spawn a card. That's also very good. Brother Bobby. So far, so good. I think that the worst thing you could do right now, except for just getting hit, is to convince yourself you've already won and start taking it for granted. I think the most important thing for us right now is stay hungry. Get a holy card would also be close to the top of the list. You really send out a lot of those, huh? Never again. It's nice. It makes the casino a little easier on our next run. You gotta try. Almost died right there. Wow, we actually did it. Just by default with the standard setup, lost the holy card on the first floor, still made it happen. You know what I owe it to? I owe it to Cobalt calling for Ghost Pepper. Believers deserve to win on that one. Look at that. That was a good run. Who needs a holy card, man? Choose outcome. We will accomplish our objectives. 22 million channel points. Absolutely beautiful. Now we have an awkward 20-minute timer here. So you know what you do on a 20-minute timer? This is our new casino bet, okay? We're gonna continue playing Isaac as I'm gonna hit slash marker on this one. This one probably won't, the next one probably won't make it to YouTube. Ken